And I know tons of people are going through it, and some of them make it, and good for them. But, I mean, this just seems so much easier, and there's really no reason to go through that. I mean, you know, aesthetically, the results wouldn't be that great either for the mastectomy. But I could also see myself definitely, I would have been home for, who knows, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, going around without my hair, I guess. It's just not a pleasant thought at all.
No, and also the damage, permanent damage done to the rest of your health. A lot of people, see, they get heart damage and they can get a heart attack from just the chemo. They can get lung cancer from radiation. They can get liver cancer from all those drugs, poison.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of a lot of people taking pills for secondary effects and having strokes. And I'm talking young people. This was actually on the Sue Coleman site. There was just a young lady there that was, I believe that she was pregnant or just had a child, so she was very young, but she had a stroke. And, I mean, my God, that's heart problems. I mean, I've done a lot of reading about, you know, the effects and what can happen, and just horror stories about what happens to different people that are going through the conventional treatments that the doctors, traditional doctors, I guess, offer at this point. And it's just amazing. And I mean, when I told my doctor what I'd done, and he told me I was crazy and that he didn't even want to treat me. This is the oncologist surgeon that was actually going to do the butchering. That's what he said to me, and that he didn't want to even test me to see if it worked, because he says whatever you did didn't even work. Wasn't even interested in finding out or doing any tests, and said that he didn't want me as a patient, which I thought.
Well, that's great for you.
I thought that was very unprofessional, actually, and but that was basically how that happened. But I know for a fact that I've gone through the right route, and I can't believe that other people would not follow this path, or just at least do some research when you run into it. I know it's very, very difficult when you're told that you have cancer, you know, to want to look around to find another alternative, or even to find out what your options are. Look at options.
Yeah.
You know, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Sorry, sorry. I was just saying.
A lot of people. Whatever you're told is what is. It's written in stone. That's the way it has to be. It's always been like this. You know, you have cancer, we remove it. You know, we mutilate you along the way and make you very, very sick, and hope that you survive. Good luck. But there are obviously other alternatives, and I wish people would look more for them. And
but that's a very reason why you have all this. You can see all this opposition on the web, because people don't go on the web to look for something different, and then if they read all the nonsense that is being said about our treatment, then they get affected. And for some reason, they get more affected by one negative than 10 positive. I don't understand that, but that's what.
No, absolutely not, because, I mean, if we look at the results with the traditional medicine, they're not that great. I mean, you're not allowed to lose anybody, but, my God, how many people die from chemo and radiation, like you say, or, you know, it doesn't even compare.
And also, okay, say like they tell you, we're survivors. Okay, they're survivors. They live with the constant fear that it's coming back, and if it does come back, you have to do the same thing over. Go through the same suffering, and you probably will not survive a second time. So you live with the constant fear. Now, in your case, so what if something else comes up? You know how to deal with it. Who cares, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's such a relief. It's like, I almost look like cancer. I remember you explaining that to me when you got in. To you, cancer is like treating a wart. You know, it's just something you just laser it and it's gone, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the fear of the word cancer itself is almost non-existent. I have a whole different way of looking at it. And you're right, it's not. I mean, if we wait around for a cure to happen, I mean, my God, it's the year 2010. They haven't even come out with a cure for a common cold.
Yeah.
And what's the reason for that? I mean, let's go in the aisles there and look at all the supplements and the Tylenol and all the companies that are there. There are so many products to choose from that they're making money from. That when is that going to come out? Let alone the breast cancer cure or any cancer.
Yeah, I know. So, and the Common Foundation really is not interested in finding anything. You know what they do? They mostly pay for mammograms, which are the last thing you should have.
Yeah. No, the only reason I gave that as an example is that I'm in Canada here, and I know that the Sue Coleman Foundation is the States. Here we have other things here.
Yeah, I know. It's just, but it's terrible because they claim they're raising money for the cure, but it's not. They're not even paying for
they've become a business. They're a business of employing people to run events and to collect money, and I don't know if they're paying researchers or where the money goes, but...
No. It goes to two things with the Common Foundation. I don't know about our foundation, but for the Common Foundation is early detection. Their cure for cancer is early detection, so you have to have mammograms all the time.
Okay,
and then the other one is documentation to help people after the surgery, after the chemo, what to do when, just buy wigs and how the makeup you use because you don't have any eyebrows or anything. Just eyelashes, don't have anything because the chemo makes everything fall off. So it's just the support to hold your hand and make you accept the torture. That's what I call it.
Absolutely. It's all to mask it, not to cure it. It's a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I believe that as well. That makes a lot of sense. And I think if the cure was to come out, these people wouldn't know what to do. I mean, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
How are they going to live?
Problem.
I mean, that's their jobs. I mean, that they work.
They can do something else. They can do something else.
Absolutely, they can do something else. But I think some people lack vision. I mean.
Well,
what are they
don't
going to do? I mean, they're assuming the cure is never going to come out. Otherwise, where are they going to work every day?
Well, the Cancer Society, okay, that has to dismantle if a cure for cancer is found. You think they want to give up?
Absolutely, it's all dismantled, all of it.
Yeah, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to change jobs. They don't want to do anything. But the issue is, who cares that? You can always get another job. I changed different type of jobs many times in my life, doing different interested because of events of life. But the issue is that healthcare is supposed to help people make him better, not make him a patient forever.
Absolutely.
And then
all
eventually
these people need to get on board with the new technologies and realize that there is something else on there. Open some more clinics. You can train them all and get everybody going. There'll be a lot of new jobs there. And, if curing breast cancer or whatever cancer it is really the mission, then you're right. I mean, they could certainly change whatever it is that they're doing
and help people like they're supposed to.
Yeah. If that's the goal, then yes, absolutely, that's what they should be doing. I'd be willing to do that. I mean, I thought that was my mission in life, and I understand how you go through life every day, just being beaten down and fighting, and every day is a battle. Because that was my mission after I was cured. I was so happy and ecstatic and couldn't believe that women were going through this. And I was trying to share and tell people and spread my story. And then
we got another break coming up.
Okay, sure.
We're going to continue after. Okay, bye. Okay, we're back now, and we still have Sylvie. She has a few more things to discuss about her story. So we're going to go ahead.
I was just mentioning. I guess we were talking about how you get attacked all the time, and how it's very difficult to battle people. And I mean, I'm just one person that has gone through this therapy, and it's trying to help other people and bring them to you and bring them to, help them get a cure for their disease. And it's so difficult, and I mean, I cherish the ground you walk on. I just can't believe how you get up every day for the little amount of money that you make, and just keep fighting day after day. I mean, you are an amazing lady. I have to say that.
Either that or I'm crazy.
I know, but you know what? It takes a great deal of strength to carry on and do what you do every day. I mean, I believe when I was in Little Rock, Arkansas 2 years ago in October is when you received a letter from some medical board or something, and you were going through a hard time there, and yet, I don't know, you just seemed so... I remember you taking my two hands, and you looked right in my eyes, and you said, "Oh my God, they would have butchered you." And you're so right. You're so right. I mean, that's exactly what would have happened.